Now's the time to please check in on your black, brown and minority friends, families, neighbours and colleagues. In many parts of the country, they don't feel safe. And this is what this guy said, which is exactly what I thought. Mr. Mayor, I don't remember you comforting the Jewish community when From the River to the Sea was projected onto the side of Big Ben. So we think of the way that the Jewish community, and I know this subject is divisive for our viewers, but my feelings on this are very strong, and I think yours are as well. The way that our Jewish community has been tormented, abused, vilified and attacked since October the 11th in this country has been disgusting in my view. And yet Sadiq Khan didn't say a bean about that, and where one of the biggest Jewish communities are in London, by all means. So the hypocrisy here is staggering, isn't it?
Expected, because he has completely bought into identity politics and bought into the oppressor and the oppressed narrative, and Jews now are seen as white people, therefore they can't be oppressed, they're always the oppressor. And he's bought into that. And his statement to people in London, if he'd have just missed out the beginning of it, it would have been a nice statement. If he'd have said, now is the time to check up on your neighbours and friends because of the violence across the country and make sure they're okay, would have been a lovely thing for the mayor to have said. Check up on your neighbours and friends. But to break it down into race and ethnicity and that is disgusting.
Yes.
He's just adding flames to the fire. And what he's doing there is quite clever. He's reminding everybody, his voter base, which is the ethnic minorities, he's reminding them, I'm here to protect you.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for me protecting you, we'd be like other parts of the country with race riots. And they hate you. They hate you. They hate black people. They hate Asian people. They hate Muslims. I'm the only person between them and you. And that's a nice subtle reminder.
Yeah. And why not? Because only 37% of the population in London is white British.
Yeah, and a big chunk of them will be white liberals who vote for him as well.
I mean, it is obscene, isn't it? He doesn't even say... If he said white, black, brown, Jewish and minority friends, yes. But the insult as well, not just to Jewish people, but to white people in London, who will be scared as well, won't they?
Yes.
You know, they're seeing riots on the streets, they don't know what's happening, they're hearing about all the violence.
Yes.
They heard about 3 little girls getting killed in Southport. What about them? What about little old white ladies sitting in their flats? And I've seen lots of those in London. What about them?
He doesn't care about them. Just like Keir Starmer, he doesn't care about people who don't vote for him. This is all about his voter base.
I think that's just... I think you're right. I think that's just absolutely disgusting.
He could have changed many people's opinions on himself by saying it's time to knock on your neighbours and friends' doors and make sure everybody's okay. That would have been a nice message to send, because people were afraid of all colours and religions and creeds. Everybody was afraid because it sounded like revolution was coming. 100 riots tonight, but no, he just sends that signal to black and brown and ethnic minorities.
And for me, the obscene distortion as well, and the obscene flipping from as being concerned and horrified by the murder of 3 English girls, white English girls in
2 white English girls, 1 Portuguese girl.
But I think she's born in England, wasn't she? I think she's English.
I think I've had and anyway,
yeah. 3 little
girls.
Yeah. The obscene flipping of the narrative from that to go and look at...
Ethnic minorities are now in danger.
Can people not see this, Nick? They must see it, for God's sake.
We've been doing this for so long, many people can't see it. So many people only care and have been taught to care about their community or their identity. So when 3 little white girls are stabbed to death in Southport, well, the Asian and black community on the whole don't care. It's not my community.
Yeah.
When something happens to another community, everybody else goes, well, what do I care? It's not my community. And this is the breaking down of society. which will lead to tribal warfare, because that's what these are, tribes now. Where how it should be was, oh, 3 Asian girls. I mean, it's like the Asian girl who was murdered by her brother in Rochdale, punched in the head and killed. The Muslims didn't even come out and protest her. He got off scot-free. That he didn't mean.
When did that happen?
It was in the Communist Court about a month ago.
Right.
23-year-old brother punches 7-year-old girl in the head because she wasn't doing as she's told, killed her with one punch. Family wouldn't speak to the police and work with the investigation. His girlfriend wouldn't speak to the police. The community all shut their doors, and so there was nothing they could charge him with. It was an accident. So these, and that's within their community. They didn't even protest and riot about that, and that was one of their own. It's scary times that we're not seeing each other as the same. You know, if 3 little Asian girls were murdered in Birmingham, I would feel just as upset that they got murdered than those 3 white girls in Southport.
Yeah.
It's because they're children, they're our children, we all live in this country.
But if the people were rioting on the streets in Birmingham as a result of that, the Asian community, there wouldn't be any kind of, we'd clamp down on this far right.
We understand your concerns.
Yeah, they'd be meeting with the community leaders, whoever free they are.
Yeah.
Again.
Yeah. Some of them are organised drug dealers who are the local community.
Yeah.
Not always imams. Some of them are proper gangsters who are community leaders.
Yeah, and they just wheel them out.
Yeah.
You know, when Starmer met these people, did he have any idea who he's talking to? He probably doesn't, does he?
These are photo opportunities.
Yeah.
He's wheeled in, wheeled out. It was like the time when it was Remembrance Sunday, Poppy Day, and he had a poppy on when he was speaking to the white crowd. 2 hours later, in front of a Muslim audience, no poppy on. Did you enjoy that video? I think you did. Come on now, hit that bell, subscribe, comment. Let's build this channel. I need more followers, I need more subscribers. Be part of the journey. See you soon.